My name is Jennifer, and I'm addicted to eating mattresses. I like my mattress plain and straight up. I know mayonnaise, butter, none of that. There's like a hard texture, like my taste buds to go, kind of like a guitar.
When I found out that Jennifer eats mattresses, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, oh, it blew my mind that she did that.
I make sure, like, when my mom's not gonna be in her room, or I can be in her room. So, like, let's say when she get in the shower, tiptoeing in there to get it. The reason why I'm not eating my own mattress is because I ate my mattress already. The side effects of eating mattresses is gas is really the only one you have. It enters my body and leaves my body. It goes through my system and goes out.
I'm very concerned about her health and like her digestive system. I have seen it in the toilet. It comes out in whole pieces.
I was sitting in the back seat and it was like sponge down there. And I just picked it and took it and was like, just chewed on it. I've eaten couches, box springs, chairs, but for the last 10 years, mattresses has just been my thing.
So how often do you eat mattress foam?
I consume it every day. In like one sitting, like I would eat like about this thick.
You know, the problem you face is you're going to have a hole in your intestine or a complete bowel obstruction, and it's going to be an emergency. And emergency means you could die.
Wow. Okay. Got a little fear in my heart there. It just got serious.
You can change this.
I am going to change this. I am going to change this.
My name is Gloria. I'm 28 years old, and my addiction is bleach. I love bleach a lot. I ain't gonna say I love it more than I love myself, but I do love bleach. I don't consider myself a germaphobe. I'm not afraid of dirt. I'm not afraid of germs. I just like the feel of bleach.
Every day, Gloria cleans her house top to bottom with bleach. She goes through more than 300 gallons every year. Bleach has ruined her clothes and damaged furniture, but Gloria refuses to stop cleaning with it.
And I go and I wipe like my tables down, my stairwell down with it, cleaning the bathroom with it, my toilets, my sink, the tub in the kitchen. I clean my stove with it, my countertop, the refrigerator.
There's been times where I walked in the house and the bleach smell just slapped me in the face.
Gloria's addiction to bleach began 7 years ago while she was pregnant with her third child.
When I was pregnant, I used to take pieces of tissue and dip them in bleach and take them like pills. But my nutritionist and doctor, they made me stop doing it. And I thought it was just because I was pregnant and it'll go away.
But Gloria's bleach addiction didn't go away, and she's even taken it a step further. Every morning, Gloria now adds bleach to her bath water.
Every time I take a shower or a bath, I have to use bleach. I have to use it. I first run the water, then I take the bleach and I pour it in a tub. It's not a certain amount that I use. I just pour until I feel like it's enough. When I stay too long, my eyes have burned and my skin have tingled, so that lets me know that it's time to get out.
My name is Annalisa, and I am a bearded lady.
My name is David, and I'm in love with Bearded Lady.
I've been with my husband for 8 years, but we are getting ready to celebrate our 5-year wedding anniversary. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a hormonal disorder that affects women. It can cause facial hair growth, like my beard. When I was 13 years old, my mom noticed that I was growing darker hair around my upper lip area and on my chin. I was really self-conscious about it, and I hated it. My mom enrolled me to get laser hair removal. Needless to say, it did not work. It was not permanent. By the time I was 22, I was shaving at least once a day. David and I met through an online social network. He messaged me because I'm a photographer, and he liked some photos that I had taken of one of my friends.
Our relationship naturally developed.
I felt like I had a really great connection with him.
Now and then, I would notice some stubble or a little bit of roughness, but it wasn't a full-on beard. She did shave, she wore makeup. It wasn't until we got really serious and she was spending several nights at a time over at my place that I started noticing that there was some hair growth and it was a little bit out of the norm.
David is super supportive and accepting of my facial hair. I don't think he loves my beard, but he loves me, and that's really all that matters.
I can't imagine my life without her.
In the mornings I get up, I look in the mirror, I brush my beard if I have to, and then I shampoo and condition my beard. Conditioning my beard keeps it moisturized and smooth and soft. I need help with trimming my beard. I feel like David and I are bonding almost.
I'll give you 2 and 7 inches. There you go. Even when I was telling her she should let it grow out, I never thought it was going to grow into an actual beard. I didn't know my wife was capable of growing out a better beard than I have.
I'm Justin Jedlicka, I'm 32 years old, and I'm a living doll. Say Max's daddy. I've had 125 procedures. And it's been $158,000 to make me really resemble a doll. And chest was first, then moved on to bicep implants, tricep implants, a brow bone shave. I had a brow lift, and I started having a couple other nose revisions. They all get a little fuzzy after a while, but at the end I've had 5 nose jobs now. The doll really exemplifies sort of the ideal male aesthetic. When I was probably about 12 or 13, I used to always watch Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And I always had this idea in my brain, I wish that my family could have been this family that was wealthy, and we could fly in private jets, and we could have our own boat. And that was always sort of a wish list. It was a dream in my mind. And I ended up sort of emulating what I thought a lot of those wealthy people look like. They all had plastic surgery. And I realized that I had a liking for some more exaggerated features and this ideal male physique, a little bit more like a doll, like a hero, this like tiny waist and this large upper body.
My name is Nathaniel. I'm 27 years old, and I'm in a serious relationship with my car.
Morning, baby. My handsome man.
Nathaniel is in a committed relationship with a car that he's named Chase. He met Chase in a resale lot about 5 years ago.
Love you, baby.
I'd say it was love at first sight. His body and then his interior and everything just together just seemed to fit. And I just felt an instant connection.
Nathaniel's obsession first developed as a teenager when he would build model cars. But he didn't find true love until he met Chase.
Well, I find this part of him the most sexy just because of the subtle lines and curves. I'll give him a kiss here and just kind of caress him down the side.
My initial reaction was, I was kind of shocked. It was kind of weird because it was just hard to understand.
Honestly, I don't know why I feel the way I do, but I just absolutely love Chase. We always have such a good time together. He likes a lot of the same music I do. We have a favorite song. It's Can't Fight This Feeling by REO Speedwagon. I do get him gifts. How you buy something for your fiance or your wife. And then usually for his birthday, I try to do something special for him too. The favorite date would be going to the Lookout area. Just lean against him a little and just be with him mainly. Love you.
But Nathaniel's relationship with Chase goes beyond dates and presents.
We have our times when we get sexual.
Does that feel good? You're a handsome man. Love you, baby.
What we do the most often is I like to lean over his fender and across his hood and do little things like that and kind of press up against him and rub against him like that. One of his more bold positions is for me to be underneath him. He really likes that. It's very special to make love to Chase.
Love you.
I am worried for my friend because it's not normal, and you may have people that don't understand and make fun of you.
Nathaniel's so attached to Chase, he rarely lets anyone else drive him, and never lets Chase out of his sight for more than 24 hours.
There have been times it brought tears to my eyes because I wasn't with him at work. His picture's on my desktop, so I see his face all the time. It really bothers me when he gets dinged or scratched. If something were ever to happen to Chase, my heart would just stop. I just have to gather myself here. I'm sorry for all that.
I am concerned for Nathaniel emotion-wise. I think life would be easier if he did change.
Love you.
Nathaniel's roommate Kim is one of the few people who know the full extent of his love life.
I guess the reason I don't tell a lot of people is because I don't know the response I'm going to get. I always worry about that little bit of disgust that somebody may have.
But Nathaniel's biggest fear is how his relationship could affect his career as a customer service technician.
I mean, if everybody found out, I'd be worried that it may affect my job. But I love him to death. I wouldn't trade him for the world.
Good night, baby. Love you.
"27-year-old Nathaniel and his car Chase have been in a relationship for 5 years.
You're a handsome man.
They've kept their romance a secret from most people. But today, Nathaniel has decided to reveal everything to his father.
Nathaniel asked me to come up here. Basically, he had something that he wanted to tell me. I don't know exactly what it's about, but I'd like to know what's going on in his life.
Yeah, it's something pretty important I want to talk to you about.
All right.
I'm just going to come out and say it, I guess. I'm in an intimate relationship with Chase, sexually and emotionally.
You're in an intimate relationship with your car?
Yes.
And sexually with your car?
Yes.
It's your car?
Yes.
How does that work? How can you have sex with a car?
Mainly, it's just a lot of just rubbing up against him.
Okay.
And it involves masturbating as well.
Okay. So you rub up against it, or, I mean, I guess like right now, does this turn you on?
Yes.
It's hard to comprehend him sitting in a car somewhere and masturbating to it or with it. I don't know. I guess it's disbelief, but at the same time, he's my son. Was it because of the divorce between me and your mom that did any of this?
I feel like that may have played a small part in it. I mean, it wasn't your fault and it wasn't Mom's fault. We just couldn't spend a lot of time. Sorry that I had to spring this on you.
I mean, I don't condemn you over it. I just don't understand. That's my biggest thing.
Right, yeah.
Have you ever thought about seeing somebody? I mean, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but you think about it? I mean...
Yeah, I'd be okay with that, as long as it's not to change me.
Well, no.
Mainly just to get some insight. My dad actually reacted a lot better than I'd hoped. I know he has his doubts as far as he doesn't quite understand everything, but I'm actually happy with my life, and I don't see a need to change.